And now, your Fox 24 Local Weather Authority forecast.
Despite the bitterly cold conditions that we're seeing this morning, we have a beautiful sunrise in the Tall City right now on your Friday morning. Look at the very thin high-altitude clouds contrasted by that sun that's rising with yellows, oranges, and reds dotting the horizon. As that sun rises, it's going to be very hard for those temperatures to rise because of the Arctic cold air mass that's in place. And despite those clouds out there, enough dry air limiting snow chances. We are seeing some light snow showers south and east of Lubbock. Very few and far between those snow showers are, and because of the dry air, I think a lot of these snow showers aren't even really reaching the ground. Speaking of how dry we have been, no longer any drought conditions in the heart of the basin. These tan colors, these orange colors indicate abnormally dry conditions across the basin, anywhere from moderate to severe drought. We're even seeing extreme drought just north and west of Homs, the second worst form of drought, and also in Big Spring as well. Despite that, again, big weather pattern change, the colder weather, it's actually even drier compared to what we have been seeing, as we aren't even seeing much in the way of any form of precipitation, not just in West Texas and southeast New Mexico, but really for much of the state of Texas. Again, the big story is the very cold conditions, dangerously cold air. Wind chill warning in effect till 11 a.m. Mountain Time for the Guadalupe Mountains, including Pine Springs, for wind chills as low as -10, -20 degrees. So if you guys are outside, which again, highly recommend you don't be outside if you can help it. But if you are, any exposed skin, 10, 15, 20 minutes could freeze up and become frostbite. So make sure you guys are weather aware out there. For the rest of the basin, a wind chill advisory in effect to noon today, including Midland and Odessa. So make sure you guys bundle up. Right now, it's currently sitting at 11 degrees in the Tall City. Feeling like -3, -2, it feels like in Alpine. Currently sitting at 7 degrees, and because of those winds out of the north-northeast, that's why those air temperatures feeling cooler again, and that's something that we're going to be seeing throughout the day today. Not quite as windy as yesterday, but still very cold, very dry out there. Relative humidity at 35%, which is why those clouds, for the most part, aren't producing any snow, and we could be seeing some snow flurries in the northern part of the basin throughout the day today, but a lot of these snow showers on this futurecast later today not going to reach the ground. Now, we got to 7 degrees early in February in the Tall City, and that was associated with a snowstorm. 9 degrees, the second coldest air mass of 2022 in the Tall City. Warming up to 24, average high 58. We're not even going to reach our average low of 33 degrees during the afternoon. That's how cold we are. Again, I actually think this is the coldest air mass basin-wide because, yeah, even places near the Rio Grande, this is the coldest that they have been in 2022. Single digits in teens right now, warming up in the low to mid-20s for many. You got to go near the Rio Grande to potentially get above the freezing mark this afternoon, cooling off tonight in the high single digits in teens, but not quite as cold as what we're seeing now. Why? Because those winds switching out of the south-southeast. Teens, though, still very cold for this time of year. Very thin clouds, very cold and very dry for this time of year. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, warming up to 38, starting off at 13, warming up to 49 degrees on Christmas Day with ample sunshine. Very cold mornings, chilly afternoons. However, with the sunshine and the warmer weather, it will feel much better compared to what we're seeing right now. Make sure you guys are weather aware, bundled up today. Again, we're going to be seeing that warming trend as we head to early next week with ample sunshine temperatures eventually in the 60s and 70s by next week.